Today we have this rational expression that we want to break down using partial fraction. Our rational expression says we have 3x squared plus 3x minus 2 all over x minus 1 into x plus 1. Now my x minus 1 into x plus 1, we know that that is the same thing as x squared minus 1. I can write this as 3x squared plus 3x minus 2 all over x squared minus 1. Now since I have x squared here and I also have x squared here as the highest powers, the next thing I want to do is to divide the numerator by the denominator. So I'll be dividing this way. I have x squared minus 1 and I have 3x squared plus 3x minus 2. In case you are struggling with working with partial fractions, we have detailed videos on how to work with partial fractions. I'll include a link to that in the description below. So that x squared in 3x squared, that will be 3. 3 times x squared, that's 3x squared minus 3. Now, like every other long division, I'll subtract my 3x squared minus 3 from 3x squared plus 3 minus 2. So this becomes minus, and this automatically becomes plus. So this and this gives way. Then this 3x, I'll bring down my 3x. Then I have minus 2 plus 3. Obviously, that's plus 1. So I can rewrite this expression as, 3 plus 3x plus 1 all over, I don't want to use x squared minus 1 any longer. I still want to use x minus 1 into x plus 1. Now obviously my q is same thing as what? As 3, like you can see in this expression. So what we are left to look for is, my p is same thing as 3. What we are left to look for is q and r. So I can easily say my 3x plus 1 all over x minus 1 into x plus 1 will be the same thing as q all over x minus 1 plus r all over x plus 1. Next, we want to take an LCM of both x minus 1 and x plus 1, so that my 3x plus 1 all over x minus 1 into x plus 1 will be the same thing as, here is x minus 1 into x plus 1. Then x minus 1 in x minus 1 plus x plus 1, I'll be left with x plus 1. I'll have q into x plus 1 plus r now into x minus 1. So that if you look closely, you see that our denominators are all equal. Here is x minus 1, x plus 1. Here also is x minus 1, x plus 1. Obviously, you can either cross multiply, or I can even take it direct. So that my 3x plus 1 will be the same thing as, let's expand this. That will be qx plus q plus rx minus r. Now I have qx plus q, I have rx minus, now we can now collect like terms. So that 3x plus 1 will be the same thing as q plus r into x. I've brought everything that asks x together, plus q now minus r. Obviously, we can equate coefficients, so that 3 now will be the same thing as q plus r, while 1 will be the same thing as q minus r. Since I have plus r, I have minus r, I can simply eliminate. Now if I eliminate, this is my equation 1. Let's call this equation 1. This is my equation 2. If I eliminate, r and minus r gives way. 3 plus 1, that's 4, is equals to 2q. Now this implies that my q obviously will be the same thing as 4 over 2. So that q here now is equals to 2. So that if q is equals to 2, and from equation 1, we have that 3 is equals to q is 2 plus r. I can easily say that 3 minus 2 from here is equals to r. obviously R now is equals to 1. So conclusively, we can draw a conclusion that my P is equals to 3, my Q is equals to 2, and my R is equals to 1. With this, we've been able to decompose this expression using partial fractions. Thank you for staying with us, and see you in our next class.